Hey, you guys, welcome to this episode of The Rachel Cruze Show. All right, today we're going to talk about something that hits home for everyone. You can't avoid it. It's here. Inflation. Okay, you may have heard of lifestyle inflation, which is like lifestyle creep, which just means that if you get a bonus at work or your income grows, you basically just take your lifestyle and let it grow along with the more money that you're making. So when you get a raise or a new job and you're making more money, all of that, again, you just increase your lifestyle. So that is lifestyle inflation. Now, actual inflation is different. It is something you really can't control. But a lot of people have lived in lifestyle inflation over the years, and then you put actual inflation on top of that, and things become very pricey. So of course, groceries, gas, just for example, it just makes everything so expensive. And that's what we're dealing with right now is actual inflation. And you're seeing it across the board. So here's some stats around what we're seeing. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the prices of meat, fish, and eggs have increased about 12.2%. Beef is up 16%, and chicken is up 10.3%. And that's all from January of 21 to January of 22. And it's not just food items. Obviously, those have all gone up because of cost of labor and transportation and ingredients, but also gas. That's where everyone's feeling it, I feel like, the most. It's terrible, you guys. It's up 50% in the last year. Electricity is up 6.3%, rent 3.3%. And you add all this together, and it really does add up. And no matter where you are, let me say that, no matter where you are financially, you feel it, right? Like when you're used to seeing a certain dollar amount at the gas pump and it's up literally double and you're thinking, oh my gosh. Or when you check out at the grocery store and you see now what you're paying for groceries and you're like, man, you feel it, you really do. But that's another reason though, why I want you to do the stuff that we talk about on this show. I want you to get out of debt. I want you to have an emergency fund. I want you to have margin in your life. Because while no matter where you are, you're gonna feel it financially, at least when you have margin, it doesn't really affect the math tremendously. You know, when you are living paycheck to paycheck, this stuff is stressful. I mean, it is so stressful when you're looking at your money and you're thinking food and groceries, stuff that I need is costing so much. But when you have the margin to really kind of take the hit, if you will, it still doesn't feel great, but at least you're not in crisis mode. And that is why taking control of your money, you guys, is so key because there's stuff out there you can't control, okay? So we always talk about the pandemic. We can't control that. Now inflation, we can't control that. Wars that are going on all across the globe that are affecting our economy, we can't control that. Like there's so many things coming up that we can't control. So what you can control is really important to put yourself in a good position. And so if you do get a raise at work, or now, again, wages are higher than ever, it seems like, and so people are making more money, don't increase your lifestyle. Take that margin now and pay off debt. Save up for an emergency fund. Actually be intentional with that. Don't fall into lifestyle inflation because that's stuff that you can choose where you say, yeah, we want to spend more here and there because we're making more money. No, still cut back and still sacrifice. So here are a few ways that you actually can control to avoid, if you will, lifestyle inflation. Know your values, okay? Have boundaries in your life. Know, that you don't want to go into debt for anything no matter what. A debt-free lifestyle is a value for you. Maybe generosity is a value that you want to be giving at least 10% of your income every month, and that is a priority. Maybe you're on baby step 1 and you're saving up $1,000 emergency fund, and it's like all of your extra money, anything extra is going towards that. That's your value right now, is saving up for that emergency fund. So know your values. Next, more tactical but really important, set up automatic transfers. So this can really help you if you're getting out of debt or even saving money. Do this and say, hey, automatically here, all of my debt is going to be paid, minimum payments. And then maybe manually you go in and you throw any extra money that you're getting throughout the month towards that debt. Or if you're saving up for an emergency fund and you're saying, or saving up for anything, right? To say, okay, we're gonna put X amount of money away per month, no matter what. And you're putting that in, it's that automatic transfer so that you know automatically that money is going towards things that you want, your goals. Also, be mindful of what you're putting in your head, okay? So think about social media, right? How much are you just sitting there and putting in your brain what everyone else is doing all the time? I'm not mad at social media. I think it actually can be a great way to inform people and to keep up to date with friends, all of that. I'm not mad at it. But if you're sitting there and stuck in it over and over and over, day in and day out for hours on end, going down this black hole, eventually that's in your mind, you guys. So maybe you're saying, okay, for a season, I'm gonna just have some boundaries around that. Think about the people that you surround yourself with. Are you around people that don't support you if you're making some sacrifices with your lifestyle to get out of debt or save up for an emergency fund? Are they encouraging you? Are they cutting you down? Are they kind of making fun of you? It's amazing. I find this. Some of my friends that, are just growing in life. So whether they're winning more financially, or maybe they're working on their marriage and their marriage is stronger than ever, or they're having personal growth, like these areas, when they bump up against friends that aren't growing in areas, it's like this uncomfortable thing because I've had multiple friends tell me yeah, we kind of get made fun of. It's kind of just like jabs. It's like sarcastic and kind of joking. But think about that. If that's the people you're around all the time, it's going to wear on you, okay? So you can control who you hang around with. So there's some things in that world that, again, I just want you to be thinking about because lifestyle inflation is something that we can control. We can't control normal inflation that's out there. It's going to happen, right? Gas is what it is. We can't control that. But when you're earning extra money, whether through a side hustle or, again, you get a bonus or you get a new job and you're making more money, whatever it is, still live the same life you were living and take that extra money and put it towards your future because that is something you can control. So remember, all of this is about taking control of your money and creating a life you love.